Hey guys, what's happening? Neil Temple of Doom back once again from Pop Cultured with Silver Screen Sheen and team. Gotta check us out on the radio, News Talk 1290 CJBK, and that is a Bell Media station on iHeartRadio. Today I have another streaming review for you, and it is Utopia. And we talked a little bit about it on one of our previous episodes, but I wanted to actually review it now that I've actually watched the whole season. So the show is on Amazon Prime, and it's actually a remake of a British series of the same name back in 2013. So it's about a group of young adults who they meet online, and they wind up going to this hotel, like a convention, to get a look at the new pages of artwork of their cult favorite comic book, Utopia. The group believes that there are hidden messages in the artwork, so reflections of what is to soon be, and some hidden, representations of other things as well. So I'm not going to give anything away. Of course, it's a spoiler-free review. One thing I will say for sure is that there's a virus. Yeah, I know, nice timing, but Rainn Wilson plays Dr. Stearns, who identifies this virus, and he goes to help the people of St. Louis. Now, meanwhile, John Cusack plays Mr. Christie, who owns this company that makes a meat substitute, and it is believed that people are getting the virus from his food. So, yeah, he's clearly going to do everything he can to shut that down and try and cover that up. Corey Michael Smith, Gotham's Edward Nygma, plays Thomas Christie, Cusack's character's son. And, there's just oodles of violence in this show. Honestly, the body count is very impressive, yes. Oh my. There's one character, this assassin named Arby, played very creepily by Christopher Denham. And he's a very, very creepy guy, this character, who leaves an impression. He certainly leaves an impression and steals every scene that he's in. Sasha Lane plays a character named Jessica Hyde, and she's actually a character from the Utopia comics, and now appears to be a real person. And she's a bit nuts. So I'm just going to say that this show, it really goes into some very interesting directions with its story. Some of the show is kind of off-putting, honestly. There's little fun here. There's little joy here that's experienced by the characters. The characters go through hell, particularly the Wilson character, but there's a whole bunch of them that just go through a horrible experience, just from being able to get a look at these comic books. Anyone that looks at these comic pages, is marked for death, and it's very intense. That's all I'm going to say. Rainn Wilson's Dr. Stearns, he's the only character that comes to mind that he's fairly redeemable. He seems like a fairly straight up honest guy, so he's really the moral center, I guess you could say, the moral compass of the show. But most of these characters, they just run around being scared or psychotic, including Jessica. It's a ballsy show, I'm gonna say. It takes some interesting turns. There's a lot of conspiracy theory stuff going on that sometimes comes true, and it's a bit weird. The story, the way that it flows is quite jarring at times. There's some unexpected stuff, which is really impressive. Like I said, it's really ballsy when they take these sharp turns with the stories and the characters, but sometimes it's just like, man, do I even care about these characters? None of these characters are really that cool and not that interesting, at least not yet, anyway. So far, it's just an okay batch of characters. So, unfortunately, the timing of it being about a pandemic, obviously that's gonna, that's not really great to remind us of kind of what's going on. We're trying to escape the pandemic by watching TV shows and streaming shows and stuff. But hey, that's just the timing of it. What can you do? The acting is good. John Cusack and everybody on down is fantastic in their roles, especially Christopher Denham playing Arby, the creepy assassin. But I find myself, just not very invested with these characters, though, overall. So I'm going to give Utopia a 6.5 out of 10. Alright, guys, that's all for me. Neil Temple of Doom, signing off. Until next time, peace.